Alrighty, my friends. I love the little wrench dangly thing on your Xeno Basher. That is cool little touch of a thing they added. Alright. So FP Kevy, you know what? I think you were saying I might want to consider where I'm placing this because of water. Long pipes are a bother. I was thinking that no matter where I put it, I'd have to do long pipes. However, yesterday when we went out exploring, we found that there's actually a decent source of water over here. So you might be right. It might be worth putting all this stuff a little closer there so the piping of the oil doesn't go quite as far, but also because we can pipe water from there. So let me go check if that water we found is deep enough to be a source of water. And if it is, I'm thinking we do place this in a different place. I want it to be near my base. But being closer to the source of water will make piping less of a pain. And Ferranda looking at trains. Well, that's tier 6. And that requires, I think, rubber and plastic to unlock. So, even if I looked into trains, I wouldn't be able to use it yet, sadly. I can actually see a color differentiation in the water, which I feel like might mean that that's deep water, considered deep water. Which means hopefully usable for what I want to go do. Okay. Alright. How much water we got here? Looks like a pretty good amount of water if this is all considered deep water. Oh! Hiding in the bushes. And he's... What are you doing? I guess he's scared. Okay. Alright, yeah, we can extract water here. And looks like we have a pretty nice big potential area for a decent amount of water here. Alright, I think this is a great place for oil refining. Have I looked after the doggo? No, I haven't. Not yet. Maybe we can go check on him today. Alright, so let's figure out how I want to build basically an oil refining station here. So, still think I want the inputs to be on that side and the outputs to be on this side. So I'd want to ramp up to a building area that's going to have lots of room. Because oil refining gets pretty big and extensive, I believe. So, I had this to start something like this. It's going to be tall enough here. Yeah, I shouldn't run into anything here, I don't think. Unless we expand so far that we run into that stone thing. But we can always go more vertical if we need to. And I'm out of concrete. Yeah, I like this idea. I have a feeling a lot of this refining stuff we're going to take not only oil but also the water. So, nice suggestion, FB Kevy. Nice suggestion. That's going to be a good place. It's close enough to our base that it's not a long run. I can make a hypertube a hypertube transport thing to get across there. You stayed at a tasty Subway a couple minutes ago. I've never liked Subway, but I don't like sandwiches in general, so. But I'm glad you had something that was good. A tasty Subway. When you say a tasty Subway, you mean you got something from Subway, I assume? Because wouldn't you just call it a sub sandwich? I had a tasty McDonald's earlier. Unless there's actually a piece of food called a Subway. Which, in that case, I've never had that food before. Sounds not all that tasty if it's anything like this New York Subway. Why do you even follow me? I don't like Subway or salads. Why do you follow me? For the cookies. Honestly, for the cookies. That's really the reason. In not too long, you're going to have some tasty ramen. Nice. Somebody yesterday, was it yesterday morning? I think said that they had like a bunch of ramen that was really good. They were like still full 6 hours later or something like crazy. Plenty of concrete here because we're going to make a pretty big little build. Is running tracks or super long pipe builds required for coal in the grasslands? I don't know, iPoker, but I will say for a couple of my builds, I've had to run coal a pretty long way, a pretty long distance. I have a feeling no matter what biome you're in, you're going to have to run a pretty long belt for something. Oh yeah, I'm also a free playtester for all your ship designs. That's right. That's the reason. You had meatloaf stuffed with bacon, mozzarella, and tomato with potatoes and onions. Wow, I've never even heard of stuffing meatloaf with other stuff. Chicken flavor, Mr. Noodle, and the Minecraft server mod pack has now pushed 1.10. Okay, nice. Okay, I want this to have a little bit of width so we can start off with probably what I started over there, which is two refineries, one making plastic, one making rubber. Okay. Alrighty, so let's start our first refinery. Input here. Like that. Very nice. So plastic. And then space and do a second one. For rubber. So how much are these going to need? Looks like 30 a minute on both of those. So it looks like we'll need 60 a minute for this first build. Unless you use the trainer trucks to get it to your base. You will need the long lines, yeah. And iPoker, I mean, if you, you'll probably need to do your own, like, you know, this to see how far the coal is. Because other than that, I can't really tell you. It really depends on your spawn location and how close. Like, for me, the closest coal was, what? 689 meters. That, because I actually had some coal right next to where I ended up building my factory. So I got pretty lucky with my coal. Alright, so let's do, I don't want to do this. I have one more thing here. So I'm going to have the fluid buffer be here. And then have a pipe. Kind of that build we did earlier. This guy. This guy. Can do this. Fill into here. I don't know if I want to do it quite exactly that way. I feel like I want to bottom feed those guys, and I want these guys to be taller, actually. That way I have room to move. Let's plan this out a little bit better. If I do this up to here. And then I have the junction. Oh, nice. I can actually put that on the end. Looks like that was letting me put that on the end there for a second. There we go. Nice. I can walk under this. Cool. So I can do a pipe. Goes to right. Here. Get rid of this guy, and we do a jump. Do I need a junction? Yeah, you know, I mean, in case I expand that way, sure. And then we do that, and that gives me room to move. All right, so much room for activities. Beautiful. And then this guy here, and then I can do bottom feeding here. So I would do something like, kind of similar to in my factory. We put walkways here. Yeah. We do bottom feeding for whatever we want to do on this guy, and actually I can do something like this. That's not what I want. Turn that around. Like that. And what do you need? Nothing. You just need the oil. But for future things, I'll be able to, if I do a build like this, that can continue both directions. This will give me more access to things. Yay for planning. And should be able to bottom feed the other resources in. Awesome. I like it. Bottom feeding means more pumps ram, just saying. Objection withdrawn. Okay. Well, where I'm placing this, there's gonna need to be some vertical. Yeah, you're right, Zoli. You are right. I mean, just getting the oil up to here is gonna be a big long vertical pipe. So you do have a point, and you are correct. But I feel like if I try to build this stuff too far on the ground just to avoid having to make more pipes, it's gonna make getting other resources to this thing kind of a pain. So I really deserve a sponsorship. You bought Satisfactory and FTL because of me. Wow, that's very nice of you to say, Poker. What I will say is I believe if you buy through, there's a Twitch like buy feature that actually does support the streamer. They were doing that for a while. I don't know if that's still a thing, but I feel like at some point there was actually a thing like that. But that's really kind of you. I appreciate that, Poker. All right. How can I possibly... Let me see here. Where's that wall? Thing I just got. Pipeline walls. It says must snap to foundation. These are literally foundations. So strange. I think I actually have to put a wall on here for this to work. It's a weird thing, but let me see if this will work. If I do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And we do this. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. We do that. We'll have to do a pump at the bottom of this, but if we do that and then we go this way, you make this look a little nicer here. Not bad. That's pretty nice looking. I like it. Cool. And time to take this all the way across. The thing is, I actually have no iron. Some iron. There's our oil. That's okay. Go get iron, and let's get this stuff piped over here. I don't have to put power on this thing, but... Oh! Doesn't look great. Okay, that almost looked good. It was almost great. Almost greatness. Want that. Does that work? Okay, so I gotta find the placement that works for these pipeline wall supports to get a bend I like. Try it there. I think I might need it on the top one for this to do what I want it to do. There. How does that look? There it is. That's the bend I wanted to see. Great. And I can get rid of that guy. And beautiful. Oh yeah, look at that nice little pipe there. What's up, Ren? You now know why I stream FTL, because it's a damn good game. Yes, Electra Halo. Have you just started playing it for the first time? It's an amazing game. can be trolly and difficult as hell, but it is an amazing game, absolutely. You'll be back when playing games, and you have returned. Okay. Funny to me how many people in Twitch chat like to tell the streamer when they're leaving and coming back, especially when they leave for literally like 5 minutes. I'm like, do you tell your parents, hey, I'm going to the bathroom? Okay, I just got back from the bathroom. It's like, that seems like a weird... Okay, great. I'm glad you let me know. You don't have to let me know in the future that much detail about what you're doing with your life. Yeah, I appreciate it, but I don't need to know everything. A lot of streamers do that, or a lot of viewers do that. I feel like it's probably because I'm a smaller streamer and people are like, oh, I don't want him to think he's by himself, or I don't want him to think he's lost a viewer. But I guess I appreciate the thought, but it's like, I don't really need to know that. I don't really need to know, but cool. Appreciate the heads up. Although I guess as a streamer, I kind of do that too. Like, I kind of talk about every single little thing I do in the game. But when I first started streaming, I did that because literally when you start out as a streamer and nobody's watching you, if you don't talk, then probably nobody's ever going to watch you. You're trying, it's like a way to keep yourself interested in what you're doing, and also kind of gets you used to talking to nobody at first, but eventually people when they join you in the stream. So I remember when I first started streaming, the game that I actually started out streaming was actually Smite. And I remember people telling me, I like that you tell me the reasons behind what you're doing. Like, oh, well, I'm just doing it to not be saying nothing during my stream for 6 hours. But yeah, great. I'm glad you appreciate it. We may have returned from the toilet. Yeah, that's information that's probably not information I need, but cool. Good to know. Thanks for keeping me updated. You want to get cookies? You should definitely get cookies. Cookies are great. I always recommend getting cookies. You Smite. Dota 2 is better, not gonna lie. Well, I actually... I've never played... I don't think I've ever played Dota 2. I've watched a little bit of Dota 2. If we're gonna compare Dota to something, I would compare to League of Legends, and I like League of Legends better. Although, I don't play any of these games really much anymore because I think I get salty in FTL. My god, I would curse, and I am just way too competitive to play PvP games very much. I used to play Smite pretty frequently, and I can't do it anymore. It's just the stress and saltiness and rage from playing Smite. I know. I said another thing you can't agree with. I like League of Legends better than Dota 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. We can't even be friends because of that. Can't even be friends. And I'm going to tab for like 2 minutes, 3 tops. But I want you to know that in my heart, I'm with you. You're not alone. Okay, thanks. Thanks for telling me you're going to alt-tab. Which means you're completely still in the stream, but you just had to make sure I know. It's really helpful information. Good. I was worried that you were dead. If you hadn't told me that, I would have just assumed you were dead. So, good thing you told me that. I know. Well, the reason I like League of Legends so much is not so much because I like to play the game, as I actually like to watch the game. I've watched enough that I kind of understand what's happening. Dota 2, I haven't watched or played it enough to have a frickin' clue what the hell's going on in Dota, so... Sadly, just don't have the Dota 2 knowledge. Let that go through the wall, and I don't care. So hopefully, I think we're getting close to where. Let me see. I'm gonna leave that one there. I think I'm getting close to where my pipe. I ran out of copper yesterday. There it is. I think I'm gonna need a little more copper to finish this. Remember to wash your hands after you've been to the toilet. You can ask them. That's no thanks. Again, information I don't really need to know and don't really care to find out. Did they wash their hands? Well, if they said yes, I'll be happy. They say no, I really wouldn't want to know that answer. So, I hope the answer is yes, but I don't care enough to actually find out. What the hell was that? The hell? What the hell is this giant? What? Okay, arachnophobe. Whoa, that is the freakiest thing I've seen in this game yet. What the hell is this? I've seen small spiders. That is the... Okay, that is why arachnophobia mode is in this game. Holy... This is the... Oh my god. What the hell? Oh my god. That is an actual giant alien spider. Oh my god. Oh my god. And it's spewing out acid. Okay, that is why arachnophobia mode is on. I've seen small spiders. I'd never seen these large spiders. That's the freakiest thing I've seen in this game so far. I'm going to need a bigger gun. I am going to need a bigger gun. Heard of Big Brother, but have you heard of Big Rand? Instead of him getting all of your info against your will, you give it to him of your own volition, as he tells you not to. Yes. Please don't tell me where you've been. No, I must tell you. This is how long I was in there. This is how much... The amount of poop I excreted. Why are you telling me this? I don't want to know. Stop giving me this information. I really, really, really don't want to know. No, I must tell you. I must tell you. Okay. You're beckoning a couple metric tons of napalm. Please. Please, I will definitely need some of that. Okay. Did I get power out here? I did get power. Have I ever played RimWorld? I absolutely have. RimWorld's a great game. It's not my favorite because how punishing a bunch of the events are, but it's a good game. Really good game. I would compare Auction Not Included to that more than this. Okay, so we're gonna definitely need pumps. I needed 60 stuff a minute, I think, for what we're gonna do. So let me see how much we're gonna be pumping and set up pumps here. Grabbing, okay, so let's see here. So this currently would be lag. 120 cubic M's a minute. Okay, great. So let's start with a pump right here. Oh my god, that spider. That spider was freaky as hell, man. Alright, let's see how well this does. Rimworld is brutal, except when your defenses scare Randy himself, huh? Okay. Alright, cool. So that's good. I already set up power last time. Should be seeing... Wow, is crude oil really this weird purplish color? Crazy. I guess what I should do is, as I run back, I should check that my pipes are getting oil. Put an occasional pump in. Basically anywhere there's any sort of vertical lift, I should put in a pump, I think. Maybe put a second pump over here. Yeah, you're getting some crude oil, that's good. You have to go, Cruel Angel? Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, my friend. I hope you have a good one. We'll see you later. Or next time. I do this guy like right here. There. If I find a nest full of these spiders, you can call in a 2-stage cyclic torpedo. I would love for you to do that, because if I found a nest of those, I would not want to be within a light year of that area. That's a distance, right? A light year's a distance? I think so. Okay. Hey, what's up, Cthulhu? You encounter a factory in the desert. It's infested with giant alien spiders. What will you do? Send in your crew to clear out the factory and get the supplies in it. Your crew failed to clear out the factory and took some casualties. Rand is gone. Oh, no. Rand is gone. Okay, so this should be filling up, I believe. Right? You know what? I probably need a pump here, don't I? If this is not filling up, that probably means vertical space there. So if I do here. Good reason to have your pipes next to your power lines, by the way. Zero a minute. Why? There's stuff in here. Is that saying because I don't need this? Why is oil not going in here? Do it at the bottom of this thing. Maybe. Maybe you have to put it at the beginning of a pipe segment for it to work. Still not 100% how this pipe stuff works. Okay, that one's doing stuff. Okay. I feel like putting these pumps at the end of pipe segments doesn't do anything for you. Maybe I actually could have put it at the beginning of the next pipe segment. Maybe that's what I should have done. How are you not getting oil? This is basically full. Is there stuff in here? I guess maybe it's just gonna take time, maybe? Why do you keep saying Rand is gone? Oh, because of the whole that thing. Okay. 1.3. Let me check this pump over here. Zoli lost all his insanity points because of giant alien spiders. As you return to your ship, Radin comes out of the clone bay. He's looking pretty smug with himself. Saying, yeah, I took out those giant alien spiders. Okay, I think I actually want to move... That pump is, like, not doing much of anything. Let me try moving this pump. Here, I want to see if I put it here at the beginning of this next pipe segment. This will do anything. Yeah, I think it's better if I put it at the bottom of this vertical area. Like maybe even put it like right. I think if I put it here. That's going to be useful. And I feel like this one that I placed over here is not going to be as useful. God. Rack. Because, yeah, 3.4. If I take away this guy. Actually, I might need that pump. As long as it's below 20, I think that actually works fine. Okay. Remind me, since I was gifted a sub, can you post cute pictures of camel spiders? You can. You might make some people freak out who have arachnophobia, but you definitely can. Okay. This is pretty straight. I'm not going to put pumps along this line here until I see a little bit of a vertical lift area over here. We'll see. You've seen camel spiders in person? Never again. Please God, no, you don't want to see them. Well, just don't click on the link. I am slightly interested. Like I've been saying, I've been watching Survivor Man. And, he was in the... I watched the one yesterday where he was in the Amazon, and basically he was covered in bugs the entire time. There's no oil here. Okay, this oil is just going to take time. Okay, there's oil there. There's no oil there. Okay, maybe I need this pump to go further back. Okay. You're back. You're cooking a steak. Have I ever played Rocket League? I have played Rocket League. I've only played it like as a for fun type of thing with a friend of mine. I haven't played it like seriously or competitively or anything because again, I rage at competitive games. But it's a great game. Pretty fun game to watch too. Go. And just spider the size of a dinner plate. And you've got a camel spider. Okay.
Subscribing. Whoa. Thanks for subscribing.
Hey, Wham Bam Bolo with the 3 months in a row. Thanks so much, my friend. For the continued randomness. You're mostly lurking like right now, and there are games you do prefer more, but you're still waiting for salty FTL. Alright. Oh, I'm sure you're not the only one who's waiting for more salty FTL. Okay. There we go. There we go. I don't think there was oil in these guys before. Go. Good. I feel like this system is really funky. Like this whole pump situation, it really does need to be buffed. This doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand if these things are only for vertical lift or vertical whatever. Then I feel like I shouldn't need that one there. Okay, this is filling up. Okay, I think. Okay, let me get rid of this. Hard to save power by not having to do quite so many of these things. I guess I just need to be patient with this. It takes oil a long time to get down the line. Okay. Well, camel spiders are better than that. They usually have the wrong number of legs, and their fangs look completely alien. The wrong number of legs. Okay. I guess maybe it just takes longer for liquids to get through than it would be on a conveyor belt. They have 10 legs rather than 6, huh? Whew. Wow, that is pretty horrifying. Frickin' hell. What are those things in like Australia or something? That looks like one of the scary things you could see in Australia, the place where everything wants to kill you. They're in the Middle East. Okay. Wow, that is that does look like an alien that would attach to your face and kill you in Aliens. As when playing games pointed out, it can grow much larger than you imagine, and probably Australia. You think they're also in Australia? Okay. I assume I need to have a pump thing here, so can I do... I need to do it like this? Can I do it here? See if that works. Power line over here. Time for a Satisfactory YouTube guide. Probably somebody's. Well, I don't know. The fluid stuff is still so new. I wonder if anybody has done any guides like that yet. Yeah, I'm gonna need power for these guys, so I'm gonna have this guy go right. Have it go right here. I can pull off of this for that stuff. Also gonna do this. And pull off this guy to go down here. Plug that in. Alright, let's see what we got here. Got oil in there. See what the head lift looks like for trying to go completely vertical here. Please just don't be 20. I feel like it should be just under 20 here. Okay, that looks like that works. So we got oil. Nice. Okay. So I believe we have oil for our refineries to get going here. We need a Francis John for Satisfactory. Absolutely. Okay, so this should be ready to go. Am I right? Am I right? So this is filling with crude oil. These guys are not filling. Do I need a pump for this? You actually need a pump? Oh, no. Okay. You actually need a pump outside of a fluid buffer? for it to really work? Because there's stuff in here. It's not flowing super well. I feel like I probably do need a pump here. Pumps, man. I do not like this mechanic at all. They need to buff these pumps for sure. There we go. There we go. All right, that should be getting oil into the things. There we go. All right, nice. Those camel spiders are not found in Australia, in fact, but they are found in the Asian steppes, the Middle East, North Africa, and in the arid parts of the Americas. Arid parts, so like deserts and stuff, I guess. God, if I saw one of those spiders, ooh, that is, I can understand your terror. Wooden plank games. I don't hate spiders, but I don't love them either, so that's pretty terrifying. That's one of the most terrifying. That's like way more terrifying than a tarantula. Okay, so I need to power these things, and then I have fluid. What is the fluid residue? It's heavy oil residue. So is that different than what's coming in? Is that different than crude oil? Most spiders would be bigger if we had more oxygen in our atmosphere. Most insects, actually, yeah. A camel spider injects an enzyme that liquefies your flesh, then drinks it. Oh my god. Alright. Totally not terrifying. Okay, so this is going to be giving us plastic, and this is going to be giving us rubber. How are we gonna? What are we gonna do with this? How do we want to do the outputs of this thing? They're not venomous. They hunt by biting their prey to death. I thought Wooden Plank just says they inject an enzyme. Yeah. Do I want to do a vertical output for it? You know what? I think I do. I want to do this. Just finished a brand new ship. Wow, Azzy, let's check it out. Nice. You definitely are consistent with your theme for your Dominion ships. Very nice. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Something like this. And if I do something like this, will I be able to get access to these materials? Actually, you know what? If I turn it around... I don't want to do this. I probably will want this stuff to go to my base eventually, so... Yeah, probably out and across is what I want to do. What I would want to do. These belts are going to go through the floor, but in this case, I'm not going to let that bother me. And have it come out of the floor eventually. Those ships are based off the vintage Rebel ships. You plan to recolor them and make them Dominion Elites. Nice. Okay, so it'd be like this. Interesting, okay. So I can't do these rails there, but I can do these guys, because the rails would actually get in the way. Alright. So... how much is this creating a minute? 20 parts per minute. So this is 40 plastic per minute. I think I'd at least like to have a full Mark 1 belt. So let's do 2 doing plastic here. Change this guy from rubber and do plastic. This would give us 2 times 20, 40, 80. 80 per minute. So that'd be a Mark 2 belt per minute of these guys, plus whatever the residual oil. I'm going to have to figure out how that works. But I think I'm going to do... I'm going to have a merger here. It's going to be a little bit weird because stuff's going to be coming out of the ground, but at least they're not giant alien spiders coming out of the ground, right? Right. We're gonna treat these as like minors, where I'm not gonna let that kind of stuff be a big deal. So there, through the ground, to there. And we're gonna be kind of covering the area where it's going through the ground anyway, so we won't see it, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. Nice, there you go. That actually doesn't look too bad. And then this, we can supply plastic to our base this way. And I feel like I'm going to need a storage for the overflow stuff. I don't know what to do with the overflow stuff. I have a feeling the overflow stuff I'm going to want to send to other refineries that do stuff. Point is, unlike a ton of true spiders, these camel spiders don't inject live prey with necrotizing venom. Okay. They do have a... okay, wow. I don't really want to know more about these crazy spiders, but okay, cool. Let me, how do I want to do this? Probably have the input of this overflow stuff be... similar to the other thing, kind of like this. Okay. And let's go vertical a bit to give us room to walk. And we would go like right. Can't afford. Frickin' hell, I'm out of copper again. God damn it. Okay. Someone on the Multiverse Discord is planning to make a giant alien spider race. He already made like all the sprite things. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. It's hilarious, but terrifying. Quickly, we need more juicy spider facts. No, no, we don't. Get the flamethrower. Yeah, get the flamethrower if we're talking about necrolyzing your flesh or something because of crazy spiders. The idea to kill as many as possible as quickly as possible. M1A2 is hermetically sealed, so there's the... okay, I know what y'all are talking about. Okay, so copper sheets. Okay. Gotta do that. Sort. Probably gonna be using a lot of copper here. Do I have iron and other stuff? Iron, got lots of concrete. Probably use a couple more iron plates. Let me go get rid of this this spider flesh that we have on us here. Okay. Terrifying spider flesh. Actually, I could use more steel pipes as well. Here's a sneak peek of the spiders. Oh god. Why, Cthulhu? Why did you have to start talking about spiders? Actually, I think I need some reinforced iron plates too. Or maybe it's wooden plank games. I don't know. Somebody who had to talk about crazy camel spiders. I think it was Cthulhu, wasn't it? Okay. There we go. Alright, so this is going to get us plastic. And I think I have enough to do 2 for rubber as well. Enough oil incoming for that. So I'll probably set up rubber next. Oh, it was the game giving me the huge spider that caused it. Okay. So. See, now those spiders are cute. Although they have the right number of legs. Do spiders have 8 legs? I don't even remember how many spiders. Are they 8-legged things or 6-legged? Okay. If you get bit one by these girls, the pain never goes away. Wow, that's actually pretty cool looking FTL style spiders. That's funny. It's for FTL. Giant alien spiders is an event that is always kind of a meme that we talk about, so That is a race to put with the face, I guess. Or a face to put with the event. Let's do it this way. I'm purposely not turning these guys on yet until I figure out how I want to set this up. There, so if I do that. Do that. So whatever the side effect output is, we'll store in here, and then I can figure out what to do with whatever that is. I assume it's something I would use in some other recipe. So I guess this is time to plug these in. I'm a little afraid because I don't know how oil stuff works in this new one, but let's check it out. Let's see how this works. So power line, I'm going to have you go right there. That guy. That guy. Spike up my power a bit. And let's see what we got here. Wow, listen to that sound. That's cool. So we got... Alright, we got some plastics going. And what do we got coming out of here? Heavy oil residue. Heavy oil residue. Juicy spider fact, the picture on the Wikipedia page, necrosis, is of a leg bite from a brown recluse. I know about brown recluses, yes. The leg in question belongs to Jeffrey Rowland, the webcomic artist responsible for When I Grow Up and Overcompensating. Something I learned when he made a guest comic for Randall Monroe. Okay, I don't know any of those names. But... Okay, so what am I going to do with this heavy oil residue? There's not a lot of it. It's not making a ton of it. How much does it make a minute? 10 cubic meters per minute. So 20 between these two guys. So I'm making 80, so this should be a Mark II belt. I'm going to actually... I'll start moving this over towards our base where we're going to use it. So I'm assuming I'm going to be needing this for stuff. So also, this will be kind of our storage right now. Our storage will be the belts that we're moving it on. Okay. And we'll stack this probably on top of this iron. That will allow us to combine it with other stuff over there. Or other resources going into the base. Okay, so we're going to do something like this. This, and this. One will be for plastic, one will be for rubber. Let's reach all the way. Not quite. There we go. Okay. There we go. We got plastic started, so let's get rubber started. I should have enough oil. I was doing 120, and each of these took 60. So, or each of these took 30, so those two together becomes 60. So I can do 2 more to get rubber started. And we'll see if rubber has the same byproduct I can put in here. I assume I'm going to have to do something with this heavy oil residue. Maybe when I open up the recipes on these other refineries, I'll see if I can use that for something. Because I might need to use that sooner rather than later. If it backs up, maybe these guys will turn off. I don't know. You're kind of glad that you do not live in a place where there are not many... You're kind of glad that you do not live in a place where there are not many venomous creatures. You do not live in a place where there are not many... So you do live in a place where there are venomous creatures? I feel like there's a double negative that I don't quite understand what you're trying to say there. I think you're saying you're glad you don't live in a place with a lot of venomous creatures, because otherwise it'd be a strange thing to be happy about. I'm so glad there's a bunch of venomous creatures where I live. You shouldn't be glad about that. Refinery. So there. And of all the things to be glad about, that is not one that I would agree with. Producing venom is fairly costly in terms of energy expenditure, so you don't find a lot of seriously venomous animals in places where that energy is better used, not freezing to death. Cool. Alright, so what can we use? So this takes polymer resin. Okay, residual rubber. So these things take polymer resin. Which things use heavy oil residues? So residual fuel turns heavy oil residue into a useful thing, a fuel thing, and then you can package it or something. So it looks like that's what you would use the heavy oil stuff for. So what I think I would like to do is do these two guys for rubber. I think I actually want to move this storage over here. Let me do that. I'm going to move this. I'm going to probably waste some material. The good thing is, I think when you destroy these things, you don't just get oil all over the ground, which would be kind of crazy. What am I looking for? I'm looking for organization, fluid buffer. What I want to do is this. I want to get rid of this. And this across to like right here. So I can put this guy right here, and this guy can go into here. There we go, and then these two residual guys will go into there. Okay, so we can do this to there, to there. And there. There. Beautiful. Okay. And then this stuff will go out into this guy. Hopefully I don't need a pump for all that. I don't think I do. You live in Estonia. Nice. One thing we do have a lot is ticks, though. Yikes. Lyme disease can be bad enough, but it usually doesn't kill you outright nowadays. Good, great. Doesn't kill you immediately. It's, you know, totally great. So 30 a minute. So this is the same numbers. Cool. Actually, this creates actually more heavy oil residue than these guys, doesn't it? It does. Okay. All right. So let's get this guy started. How much stuff we got in here? Nice. Plenty of crude oil. Okay. So I'm gonna have this guy go across over to. How high do I have this? I think I get as high as I could go, right? That looks straight. Hard to tell. Yes, that looks straight. Okay. We do this, this, and this. Very nice. And then we power these guys. And that'll give us rubber, and we will have rubber and plastic over one, over one Mark 1 belt a minute full of them. That's the word I'm trying to use. That's the word I should try to use, but one filled Mark 1 belt of these guys. There we go. Okay, so that's going to create the rubber, and then we want the output be there and there, and we'll do a similar thing where we have a merger here. Go, and we go Mark 1. Mark 1 into a Mark 2 belt. And we'll stack these guys. So we put stackable poles here along the way. Make this semi-organized. There. That'll be good. Beautiful. I don't think that one will reach all across. I think it'll go right here where I placed those stackable guys earlier. Beautiful. And that should be rubber and plastic about ready to go into our base. I don't know what we're using this for yet. And I might need to supply this back to the refinery for some stuff, but we'll get that. That's Future Rand's problem. Future Rand, that guy's lazy. I need to give him extra work to do anyway. Now let me make sure I'm not... I don't think I'm getting in the way of this thing here, right? Like I could totally do this. Yes. Yeah, that's not interfering with anything. I don't have the materials for it because I don't currently have any miners on me. Ah, damn, that's too far. Okay. That should do it though, right? Yes. Beautiful. Very nice. Two main diseases, one you can get vaccinated against and one you can't. Both can ruin your health pretty badly. You're talking about from the ticks? God. We're having such pleasant conversations today. See, one giant alien spider and every conversation's about friggin' disease-causing insects. My God. Alright, there we go. So we got plastic and we got rubber, right? Is this rubber? Alright, we got ourselves some rubber. Nice. So we actually have everything automated we need to get our current milestone unlocked. I do need to... You know what? I probably want just to have a storage of rubber and plastic. So I think rather than having this go in as a supply, I think I actually want to put this over storage in my base. I think that's what I want to do with this. So this is going to be a little funky. But on my second level storage, I have room on this left side. I think I'm actually going to have these guys go over the storage over there. Because this is going to be stuff we're going to want to grab randomly, and then we can pull it from our storage to automated stuff we need to get going. So, how's the best way to do this? I think it's actually going to have these come in from the side over there. It's a little awkward. Usually when you're out in the wood swamp each night, you do a group inspection session. You got to look everywhere, armpits, backside. Okay. I had to check for ticks. Oh, God. All right. Again, what pleasant conversations we're having. Oh my god. Actually, this won't be too bad. I can use vertical loaders to get these up here. So I need to figure out where I want the storage to go and how I want it to get there. So let's figure this out. So I think, this is great, actually. If I have it come across here, come across the outside and go across, I think I can totally do this. So one, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Ticks are terrible. Red star ticks and the whole meat allergy sounds horrible. Red star ticks. Yeah, that all sounds pretty horrifying. I don't agree with that. There. 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 There, and I am out of reinforced iron plates. That build that I just did reminds me I need to do something. I need to put some... I need to fix some storage things up on my 3rd level, I think. Let me go check that real quick. Those guys I'm not going to fix. 1, 2... Yeah, these guys I'm not. What I'm going to do... Oops. This. This. That guy's already done. Yeah. I've got all the backsides on these guys done. I don't think I've fixed all the backsides for the next level up for quick wire or quartz, which shouldn't be filling up, but I don't want to leave those undone. Let's not leave a job undone. Check your pets if you live somewhere you get ticks. They can't tell you have that they have them. They kind of can when they, like, you know, if they're a dog, bite at their fur because of itching from ticks and stuff, right? Yep, I didn't ever do these. Okay. So this is this a Mark III? I believe that's a Mark III. Yes, good. Do this. And we do that. This. Do that. Make sure that these guys are filling up. This guy is not filling up. You know what? We are sending this stuff out faster than we are making it. That shouldn't be happening. The quick wire is not doing that, right? Quick wire is filling up, which is good. Quartz we're not actually filling up, and that's not good. I should be making more quartz than this, I feel like. This is a Mark II belt. I should be making more than 120 a minute. Let me go check my quartz production real quick. The Lone Star tick, they don't carry Lyme disease. They just make you allergic to meat from their bite. They do that permanently? If you have space, effort, city that allows it, chickens love to eat ticks. Nice. So if you have tick problem, get chickens. If you're partial to geese yourself, they also eat slugs. Okay. Chickens love to eat any bug. And then you can eat the chickens. Alpha gal syndrome is pretty interesting. Thankfully, we don't get them over here. It's more of an American thing. I don't know what that is. Okay. So what's going on with these? 22.5 a minute. Times 5. Oh, I'm not making enough for that. Okay, I need to do a Mark I belt as the output for this then. I thought I was... We use a lot of raw quartz, and actually we are not getting enough raw quartz here. The hell? Did I do my math wrong? 37.5 times 5. 187. I should be getting enough for this. I did 2 Mark II miners, didn't I? Why are there spaces in here? There should be no spaces here. There should be no spaces here. There's no spaces here now. Now that I'm looking at it. Oh wait, this is a Mark II. This needs to be a Mark III belt, actually. Our thing needs to be a Mark III belt. Okay, that might be the issue. Yeah, that's backed up all the way. I think that was the issue. This one belt I had as a Mark II.
Subscribing.
That should fix that. Hey, Nietzsche with the 9 months in a row. Thank you so much. Continued randomness, my friend. You're awesome. How are you doing, Nietzsche? What's up? What's up? What's up? Now that should fix our quartz issue. And then I need to change the belt that's feeding quartz to our awesome awesome sink, because we're actually getting rid of it faster than we're making it. There we go. That fixed that problem. This should be good. There we go. So now I can just change the belt going out of here. So basically I need a tier 1 belt gating this. So if I change just this one output belt, that will do it. If I change this to a Mark 1, then that should fix our issue. Because we should then be gaining quartz crystal faster than we're losing it. There we go. Now we're gaining quartz crystal. Beautiful. Okay, and why did I come back here? Oh yeah, to set up storage for rubber and plastic, which will be over here. So I want the display of this one's probably going to be plastic, and this one's probably going to be rubber. Okay. And so that's set up to feed into here. And it'll go where I want it to go. That looks right. Chickens will eat just about anything. Had some neighbors that trained their chickens to eat coqui frogs in an effort to curb the frog expansion as an invasive species to Hawaii. Wow. You're good. You're on the night shift, Nietzsche. Hopefully you'll be able to be a quiet one so you can watch the stream. Hopefully. That's right. That's right. You got to watch the stream. All right. So how do we want to do this? I feel like what I can do is just have the plastic and rubber come along the wall here and then feed directly into here, I think is what I'd like to do. So I also hope you have a nice quiet night. So this guy would be the bottom one. One, two. Like this. And I think what I can do is have it go up and across. Yeah, that should work. So what we want is, these are Mark II belts, I believe. From there, and from there. And we'll need this to be slightly offset. So I'm going to need to get these over. How do I want to do that? You're going to have to go really high. Shiny? What's shiny? You're off for now, Wamabola. All right, have a great night, my friend. We'll see you later. To diverge for a moment from the chat topics of disease and venomous animals, I really enjoy the amethyst-like look of the quartz in this game. Yes. Oh, that's what's shiny. It is very shiny. Very pretty and shiny. Let me see here. Trying to visualize how I want this to go. I think what I want to do is I think I would like to have come up to here to a vertical dude here. That this will feed to where we want it to go over there. And then have a second one. Is that right? Yes, that should be good. Second one, do the same and be slightly higher. Like this. And then this would feed over to those guys. It's probably too long of a belt, but let's see. The bottom one. Oh wow, does that actually fit? Oh, that's great. It's gonna make this so much easier. Top one there. And then the top one. I should have done the top one. Just visual. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, that goes through that though. Okay, that's not gonna quite work. Alright, that should be easy enough to fix. I just need these to be taller. I need these to go higher. Let's do this guy first. I think it'll be easy to fix. So if we do this high enough that it does not go through stuff. That looks great. That'll work great. Okay. Do this guy. There. Go just above. Is this one? This is the higher one? Yes. Go just above, like by 3 right there. Go to there. Beautiful. So there'll be plastic and rubber. And it doesn't really matter which I plug into which position, I don't think. Assume the position. So let's go down here. And then we just gotta do a vertical thing here that connects to the plastic end. Oh, I fell. Okay, that totally didn't hurt. I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Okay, so we go about here and here. A little spaghetti here, but in this case, I think I'm going to be okay with this because we're creating this off-site, so not as big a deal. Would have been so great if the bottom one fit, but the top didn't. Oh, you're talking about with the things overlapping there? Yeah. Would have been nice. All right, let's do... the best way to do this is the bottom one and then place a stackable thing on top of it. That'll be probably the easiest way to do this efficiently. There. There. Assume the party escort submission position, or you will miss the party. What kind of part are we talking about? Depends on the position, I must assume. Okay, very nice. This. You will go to that one. Alright, and then let's get these guys set up so we can make this look nice and neat. 1, 2. I'm going to place one of these at each of these poles as a good reference point. Know that we will have the length that we can cover here. Okay, Mark II belt. You reach. Beautiful. Imagine being a game streamer and not being familiar with Portal. Oh. That Portal to Portal 2. I'll tell you, it's been a few years since I've played either of those games. Oh, wow, I'm out of reinforced things again. I am. You're a bad person. You know that, right? Man, I should do a couple streams where I play through Portal and Portal 2 on stream. That would be a fun, like, classic game that, like, everybody knows and loves. Probably knows it better than I do. But those are such classic, great games. And just the dialogue is so good. And of course the songs at the end. Come on. I swear the double click just doesn't work sometimes. I swear. And I swear. You know what? I'm just going to do this again. This time on purpose. Alright, there we go. So we got plastic and rubber fed into our base. So actually I can... As this stuff goes in there, I should actually be able to do my next milestone. So I think I'm going to do my next milestone here. That is, well, it's 200 of each, so we should have plenty. We're going to GG cookie time, plastic and rubber, our first oil resources into our base. Let's go grab some of this and turn in these this milestone here. You love the speed runs of the Portal games. The way they move about makes my head hurt just trying to figure out what they're doing. Speedruns of all sorts of games are really fun to watch. I follow GDQ and AGDQ and all those. And you're right, those are really... It's cool to see anybody so good at a game that beating the game is not even a challenge. It's just doing it in such strange ways that you would never think of or expect or bug out. Alright, so I need 1,000 cables. Wow, that's a lot of cables, actually. I don't think I have enough room to carry all this stuff. Okay, well, I can get the motors. Get the motors here. 100 motors. That is so many cables. 1,000? 1,000 of those? Holy crap. Alright, well, let's just fill up my inventory. I think that's enough of them. So we'll wait for the plastic and the rubber can build up while we go deliver these freaking cables here. Portal games are among the few where you really enjoy both any percent and inbound glitchless categories. So much interesting tech in every category. Plastic and rubber will stop once the residual product backs up. True, and I'm not using the residual product, which I'm going to go do next. After I unlock this milestone, I'm going to go use that residual project. So thank you for that reminder, FP Kevy. Okay, motors. And then these guys. Do I have enough? Beautiful. Okay, so I can grab some extra motors. And then we just need 200 of both rubber and plastic. And then we can go back and do another refinery that is using the residual product. Imagine someone stretching a game to its limits to complete strange challenge runs. Well, I was going to say, that's probably why a lot of people watch my FTL, is because beating the game is, I mean, it can be a challenge and hard mode, no pause. But that's not really the goal. The goal is usually to see what kind of crazy stuff we can make happen on any random run. 100. Split that. This here, so we know that this is what's stored here.
Subscribing.
And here, let's see what that's stored there.
Subscribing.
Hey, Enslaved Blackblade with the 8 months. Thank you so much, my friend. What's up, my friend? How are you doing? What is up? Enslaved Blackblade. I love your name. Your name sounds like a character from the sci-fi fantasy books I read. Slade Blackblade. Blade for hire. Maybe move hub to be beside the space elevator. Can I do that? You can actually move the hub? I've never actually moved the hub before. I thought about that earlier. I should do that. I'm doing great. All right, let's see if I can, like, if I say special the hub. Okay, I think I can. I'm gonna save it. I don't think this will break anything, but I'm actually gonna save it before I do this. That is a good idea. That way I don't have to run down here every time I'm got to do that. All right, here we go. Do I have enough inventory space for all this stuff? No. That's what I was worried about. Random stuff falling on the ground there. Reinforced iron plates. Okay, let me throw. What do I not need? Little extra copper sheets there. That. No salt because it's not a roguelike. You heart save files. I heart save scumming. I do. I do like to save scum. Yeah, and no salt. It's one reason why I like to play games like this. No salt. Where's the part that I will be working with? I think it's this side. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Excellent. Oh, what does this do? Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Bring it. Nice. You don't even need to power the hub for it to do its thing.
Manufacturer increases production.
Trucks make you salty.
A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
Okay. That just unlocked trucks. I didn't even use the tractor this time. So this is basically the upgraded tractor. You can record it doing its thing and have it automate bringing some stuff from far away. I didn't like that the last time. I used it the last time we played the game and I didn't love it. But it can be useful for bringing things over long, long distances. But this was the real reason I did that. The manufacturer. Because I am going to need manufacturer for some stuff. I think the next thing I need to automate actually is this thing right here. Oh, which I can't do until I get the manufacturer. Okay. So I can make manufacturers. This will probably be the first thing I automate with the manufacturer is the heavy modular frames. So, all right, let's go. Before we do anything else, let's go make sure our plastic and rubber production don't stop because can't stop, won't stop. We're not using the residual stuff. So let's go use the residual stuff to create its fuel. Remember how Rand's dabbling with IC2 nuclear power resulted in no salt whatsoever in the modded Minecraft game? You mean the entire reason I stopped playing the modded Minecraft? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I enjoyed the modded Minecraft, but modded Minecraft... The main issues with modded Minecraft, I will say, are the fact that so many of them are borked, or don't work the way they're supposed to, or there's so many different versions of each different mod in different mod packs that it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, or the wikis are wrong. It's kind of a mess. It's fun, but you kind of have to... I don't know. Is this full? Is that why it's doing that? Yeah, that's full. And I'll be prepared for salt for that. You blew up a few bases with that? Yeah, that's why I quit. That is why I quit. Alright, so this is residual, this is, what is this stuff called? Heavy oil residue that we turn into fuel. So, how do I want to do this? What I would kind of like to do is do like a second floor for this part. Because I want this to be expandable. And I know I'm going to have a lot of random other crap coming out of here. And I don't want to have to go back over there. So what I think I would like to do actually is... how do I want to do this? I want to do a ramp here. I'm going to do a double small ramp. Is that one? This one? So if I were to do that, and then this to a larger ramp. This is going to overlap here, and that is going to overlap. Alright, basically what we do is we go up to another level where our residual and other byproduct stuff is used. It's kind of my thought here. That's kind of what I'm thinking for this build. 6 here, 7 here. And that still leaves us room underneath here to have our bottom feeding and delivering and stuff work. So we would go up here. Let's go up one more row. Excuse me. Can I? Ugh. All right, so I can't. Apparently, I can't attach full ramps and half ramps together, or whatever. Thank you, Nietzsche. Bless me. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. There we go. This is gonna be a whole other level, a whole nother level, where we can do more refineries and stuff up here. IC2 experimental is pretty fun. IC2 nuclear power works fine, but as with all things from the mod, the UI is unintuitive, doesn't fit with the general Minecraft design. Documentation for it is lacking and contradictory between versions. Yeah, I definitely had many issues with it. I enjoyed it, but there needs to be, I don't know. I guess it's when you play modded Minecraft, you have to be very careful about which mod pack you play with, probably, to have fun and success and not rage quit like I kind of did. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so let's do it this way. We're going to have a refinery right here. That's not what I want. I want refinery right there. And we are going to use the heavy oil residue to make residual fuel. Now, what can I use residual fuel for? Because that's going to eventually back up here if I'm not careful. So I wonder how I make it so that that doesn't back up. A generator? Is that what fuel generators use? I bet you that's what fuel generators use, huh? It's not hard once you know how things work in your particular version, but reaching that point is never trivial. Yeah, okay, well that filled up really fast. So this is going to create a fluid. Can I bottle that fluid? Is there a constructor thing that lets you, like, bottle a fluid or anything like that? Assembler. No. You don't find IC too hard, though, unless you use a reactor planner, you can't be too sure if it'll work properly. Well, that's the thing with a lot of the Minecraft stuff. You don't know if it's going to work properly unless you do a lot of extra research and know the mod and all that kind of stuff. So, since it was my first time into modded Minecraft, it was kind of my own fault for not knowing the mod well enough, I guess. Okay. For refinery, is it to bottle something? Do I need a refinery for that? Do I need another refinery to do that? Let me check. Packaged turbo fuel. I don't quite know. Oh, petroleum coke also uses heavy oil residue. Oh, so I could just be making the petroleum coke instead of the residual fuel. Maybe I should do that instead. FPKV, you know which of these is going to be more useful? The fuel. I feel like this is going to be used for a generator eventually, so I kind of want to get this. The problem is storage. Can I, like, just stack a ton of these storage guys here? I think bottling unlocks later, so I'm not going to be able to do bottling for a while. I guess for now, I don't have a fuel generator to use this fuel yet. I want to be making something that's not gonna back up. Well, I think anything I make will back up unless I just have crazy amounts of storage. Actually, if I make petroleum coke, I can have that just go right to a coal generator, and that'll generate power and use it up, right? You know what? I think that's what I want to do. Until I'm actually using fuel, you can manually flush fluid storage for now. No, I think what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to do this. I'm going to just immediately burn this in a generator over here. I think that's going to be my best bet for this. That way it won't... Because I don't want my rubber or plastic to ever stop producing. And I think the only way to do that is if I make it so that we burn whatever the product is. Maybe we'll look at what is soon to unlock. Well, I know that there's fuel generator, but I think I don't think I'm close to it. How much does this make? 120 a minute. Holy crap, that's a lot. Okay. This gives me power, so I'm gonna do this just because it gives me power too. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place this is kind of a temporary thing. Well, I say it's temporary. It might not actually be temporary. All right, let me attach it to this thing. Oh. Coal generator is going to take water, though. Damn it. Is there anywhere I can burn coal that doesn't take extra resources? Because I need water for that. Oh, God. Freaking water. You know, I could probably just do one single water pump over there real quick. Because I really do just want to use up this stuff so that my rubber and plastic does not get interrupted in production. If I can do a quick water pump to make this work. Kind of weird that we're having to do all this kind of extra stuff to make this work here. Okay, this thing is huge. That's got how hard these freaking things were. Okay. Just want it to be in the middle. I want it to be hanging off. Not hanging off. So that's the level, and then I need it to be in the middle. Come on, come on. Coal generators are one of the frickin' most ridiculous things to try to get placed where you want them to go. I think that's right, actually. So if I were to do... So this is 120 a minute. I don't know how much coke this is going to use. Well, let me do... this for right now to gild it. Yeah, that's what I want. Jesus. Why is this so bad, the way these things connect? Why is it so bad? So, how much of this a minute do you use? Do a Mark II thing here for now. Double check Coke is acceptable. It says a cheap alternative to coal. I sure hope it is. Yeah, looks like it's working. 2.4 a second. So, looks like it should be good. Power line. I might need multiple generators to use up the amount of coke we're producing just from what we're doing here, but I will check that. Okay. You haven't had issues with what modern Minecraft stuff? What about modern Minecraft stuff? Is that? Oh, okay, yeah, talking about. What is it? What is IE? Industrial something? Okay. Alright. So it needs water. Alright, so I'm gonna do a quick pump over here. I was gonna need to get water going for this area anyway, eventually, so I'm just gonna have one water pump that's supplying water to things here. Do I have copper? Probably not enough. Okay. Who was it that said oil is much more complicated than it used to be? You were not lying. You were not lying. This is so much more complicated. And lag. Save. You buy your first in-game ship for Star Citizen. Nice, Ramses. You're still sticking with the Star Citizen. Even with all the bugs you've been talking about. That's pretty awesome. Am I getting attacked? I hear you growling at me. Bring it on, bro. Okay. You brought it on and you got one shot. Two shot, I guess. Okay, so we're going to bring this around the other side, around the outside, around the outside. This is going to be water, just supplying the whatever coal power generation we're going to use to use up the coke we're making. Use up our coke. Okay, I want to go here with that. That goes through that thing, you know what, I don't care. That I don't care. And it's gonna be a little bottom feeding with this, not as good. Gotta use pumps and stuff, but fine, it's fine. I'm gonna do this, up, this, and I'm out of copper. Okay. Yeah, congrats on getting your first ship in Star Citizen. Is that a pretty major investment, kind of like Elite Dangerous, where getting a ship is, you got to get millions of credits and all that kind of stuff? Copper sheets. Let me check. Is there anything else I need to pick up while I'm out here? While I'm over here? Not sure. Store. Do not need this guy. Do not need this guy. Sort. Actually happen to have any stuff in here that I'm using. Probably these guys. And some of those guys. Motors. Rotors. Cables. And copper sheets. For Elite Dangerous, pretty much depends on the ship, of course. The one you bought goes for about 4.7 million. Nice. I'm going to guess, like Elite Dangerous, it's not easy to make credits. It's probably a huge time investment of either doing trading or mining or fighting or whatever. What's up, Plunger Pig? How are you doing? What is your method of making money? The starter ship is about 1 million or so. Very cool. Star Citizen looked gorgeous when you're showing those screenshots. I'll be very interested to check that game out once it's, you know, not in early access and crashing all the time. Or whatever other issues it has. I check other stuff that I needed. Concrete. I should be okay. Famous last words. I should be fine. IRL question mark? What? Are you asking how many cookies I have IRL? I got 2 packages of cookies. Yeah. So we want to go across here. And it's not straight. Why did I think that would be straight? That's not straight at all. I need this to be at least a little straight. Okay. There. There. And then we'll definitely need a pump for this thing. Probably, wow, probably a couple pumps, actually. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just fix this. I said it wasn't going to bother me, and then it bothers me. Okay. Much better. Yeah, this is probably going to take 2, hopefully not 3 pumps. Hopefully only 2 pumps. That's all we'll need for this. Okay. Go here. Go here. Check the head lift on this. You traded for a couple days to make money, but you were a bit lucky and you had a subscriber loaner. Subscriber loaner with a lot of cargo space. Otherwise, it would have taken you longer. Oh, is that like a early access like perk for you being a subscriber to support the game or something? Okay, that head lift is not much at all there. Okay, well, I'll still keep it there, and then we'll do another one up here. You have virtual money? No, I thought you were asking me how I make money. You walked in the middle of the train. I thought, oh, okay. Well, and you, yeah, also probably walked in the middle of Cthulhu and who else's conversation? Cthulhu and Extra Raven's conversation. Okay, if I do this about here. Okay, please just let me place this where I want to place it. There. Okay. Alright, how's this water doing? Is this thing doing anything yet? Do we have water in here? Not yet. Hopefully I just need to wait a bit for this thing to turn on. Hopefully I don't need to do a pump right at the bottom of this thing. I'm hoping that one would have enough head lift, whatever it's called. There's water. There's water. Water. I probably do need to do a pump here. Well, okay, this is filling up. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's going. Very slowly, but it's going. Let me check the head. What the head? What? Check the thing on this thing. Check the thing on the thing with the thing with the thing. Yeah, it's only 4 meters. I wonder. I don't want to do 3 pumps here. It just feels like a waste of power. Ah, this one definitely does need to be done. Okay, so that one, you know what? Maybe I can move this one here slightly further up. No, I can't. 11. Okay, that thing's running, so I think this might be working now. But you know what? I should do this just in case, because if I'm going to add more here, probably eventually going to need it. Just do it. Bite the bullet. Spend the 4 megawatts. There we go. So now what this should be doing is my rubber and plastic is creating a byproduct of heavy oil residue. Heavy oil residue is going into here, and we are spending that heavy oil residue to create petroleum coke, which is then being burned for power in here. Problem is, I don't think we're burning it fast enough. So I think I need more. So, I mean, this is getting us more power generation, so it's not a bad thing. But yeah, that is actually slowing down our rubber and plastic production. Okay, so I guess I make a bunch of these things. Then I was done with making more power plants, but I didn't realize getting into plastic and stuff would just give us more a byproduct that we just want to burn and use. Burn to the burn to the witches and burn to the burn, make you warm. Let's do like 4 of these power plants. Just to use up this stuff. Alright, I'm out of concrete. Power. Coal generator. So, line this guy up. Right there. And I can do one more here. Say coal power plant, coal generator, I should say. Okay, and this is Mark II belt, I think I did. Okay, so we do, actually I should do a splitter off of that. Yeah, I can just do a splitter across here. This is not going to be pretty, unless I put a platform to stand on for this. You know what, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, so I'm not going to make this super pretty or anything. I'm just going to do that and do a splitter off of this guy. Allow me to do that, yeah. Kind of a, whatever this bus system is called. Do that. And across to here. Right across. There, is that straight? Looks pretty good. And then this guy. And this guy. I guess we'll find out if this pump can handle all that. So the head lift did go up a bit when we added those. But hopefully the water's getting up in there. Getting up in there. Get up in there, water. Get up in there. What is next to unlock? Let me check. Let me go see. Let me see if these guys are working. Oh, I need to plug them in. And then we'll check. See what our next milestone is. It's tier 6 stuff, I believe. There we go. Okay. So we're adding to our power a bit with this little extra stuff. I actually might need to... God. This makes 120 petroleum coke. Oh my gosh. I don't even think we're using up our heavy oil enough. Quickly enough. Holy crap. Alright, well, that's going to take some work to balance out. Let's go check out what our next goal is. On the subject of Star Citizen, though, does anyone have a game recommendation that fulfills the following criteria? Okay. Yeah, some criteria coming, huh? Missions and bounty hunting are kind of fun, but they don't really pay well enough. It takes forever to get any real money. It's either trading or mining. Trading is more risky since you pay for the goods, and if you lose them, it's all gone. Well, what's funny is when I played Elite Dangerous, what I enjoyed the most and spent a lot of time doing actually was mining. I enjoyed the mining in Elite Dangerous. Oh, now I gotta go. Now, I wish this thing was back over here. Let's go check the hub. Alright, following criteria. Space opera, sci-fi, or future fantasy. Curated content and storylines, so no procedurally generated, and an emergent gameplay situation. Free RPG or shooter. Alright, some of those genres I don't understand. I don't know what curated content means. Even though I think you tried to explain it in your description there. Oh, no, I do have... Okay, you know what? I might... This might be what I get. Packaged oil... Packaged liquid biofuel, canisters, packaged heavy oil residue. That might be what I need. Gas mask is also something I'm going to want to get too. But I think this is... Problem is I can't make the modular frames for this. So I need to get the modular frames automated before I can do this. I could do the gas mask one right now, I believe, if I just make 50 fabric. I think I'm going to do this one right now. 200 rubber. Let's just get this one done. And then once I get that stuff balanced out, it's about time for my break. I think the final thing I'm going to try to do today, I think I want to try to get the heavy modular frames automated. That's going to take some work, but I'd like to get that done. So I need 50 fabric. Do I happen to have any fabric currently? Now I need biomass and this to make it. Do I just happen to have parachutes? I think I turned all of my fabric into parachutes. That's right. I can only make 15 or 14. Oh man, I need a lot more mycelia. Well, actually, what I need, the biomass I can get. So I actually need to go find some mycelia if I'm gonna make this. Damn, I only need like 9 more mycelia. But mycelia I also use for other stuff, so... any leaves or anything I can turn into bio... Oh, I can make tons of biomass from carapace. Yeah, each of these give 100. Oh god, I forgot how much these give. Okay, so fabric. I only need to craft 4 modular frames. Yeah, the problem is I can't do that without making... crafter thing. And I don't really want to unlock... So I've been very... what's the word? What am I trying to say? I've been very methodical, slow and methodical in this build. I have not unlocked a single... I don't think I've unlocked any of my... God damn, what are these freaking things called? Milestones without getting the item I need automated. And I like doing it that way. I like doing things slowly, methodically, because if I try to get ahead of myself, then I fall behind, basically. So, I'll need some mycelia to get this thing unlocked. took us forever to actually find Mycelia last time. I had to go way the hell over here since my Explorer freaking bugged out. I'm going to take my final break of the day, and then I'm going to decide if I'm either going to go get Mycelia to try to get this gas mask unlocked, or if I'm just going to try to fix our rubber and oil stuff going. So real quick, my friends, I'm Sam Sharsh's Rich, and take my final break of the day. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying Satisfactory. If anybody new to the stream, hope you'll hit the follow. And when we come back, we will work on something. Y'all rock. See you in a bit, my friends.